ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਸਾਂਝਾ ਟੀਵੀ। ਮੈਂ ਹਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਅਰਸ਼ਦੀਪ ਤੇ 20 ਅਕਤੂਬਰ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਊਨਿਸਪਲ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨਸ ਹੋਣ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਆ। ਉਹਦੇ ਲਈ ਤਿਆਰੀਆਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਉਹ ਪੂਰੇ ਜ਼ੋਰਾਂ ਤੇ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ। ਐਡਵਾਂਸ ਪੋਲ ਹੋ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਆ, 8 ਤੋਂ 8 ਪੋਲ ਹੋਣੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ। ਐਤਵਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਵੋਟ ਪਾਉਣ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ। ਸੋ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਲਵੇਜ਼ ਕਿਸੇ ਨਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਟੀਮ ਤੋਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਨਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਉਮੀਦਵਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਰੂਬਰੂ ਕਰਾਉਂਦੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ। ਕਈ ਵਾਰ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਹੀ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਆਖਿਰ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਕੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ। ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੀ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਫੋਰਸ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇੰਸਪਾਇਰ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਅੱਗੇ ਆਉਣ ਅਤੇ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਲਈ ਕੁਛ ਕਰਨ। ਸੋ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਲੜੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਜੋੜਨ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਹਾਂ ਰਮਿੰਦਰ ਟੋਮਸ ਨੂੰ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਸਰੀ ਫਰਸਟ ਟੀਮ ਤੋਂ ਕਾਉਂਸਲਰ ਲਈ ਰਨ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਇਸ਼ੂਜ਼ 'ਤੇ ਉਹ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, ਕਿਹੜੇ ਏਰੀਏ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹ ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲਾਈਜ਼ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਲਈ ਉਹ ਇਸ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈਗੇ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੜ ਰਹੇ ਆ, ਅੱਗੇ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਆ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇਸ਼ੂਜ਼ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਸੋਲਵ ਕਰਨਗੇ। ਲੈਟਸ ਵੈਲਕਮ ਹਰ ਬਿਫੋਰ। ਵੈਲਕਮ ਰਮਿੰਦਰ।
Thank you.
First of all, we would like to know something about you ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, ਕਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈ ਜਿਹਨੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇੰਸਪਾਇਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਕਾਉਂਸਲਰ ਲਈ ਰਨ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ।
ਮੈਂ ਰਮਿੰਦਰ ਟੋਮਸ ਆ। ਮੈਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਸਰੀ ਫਰਸਟ ਨਾਲ ਖੜੀ ਹੋਈ ਹਾਂ। ਐਂਡ ਮੈਂ ਪੋਲੀਟਿਕਸ ਬਹੁਤ ਚਿਰ ਦੀ ਵੋਲੰਟੀਅਰ ਕਰਦੀ ਸੀ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਵੀ। ਮੇਰੀ ਡਿਗਰੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀ ਆਫ ਵਿਕਟੋਰੀਆ ਤੋਂ ਪੋਲੀਟੀਕਲ ਸਾਇੰਸ ਦੀ। ਸੋ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਪੋਲੀਟਿਕਸ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਇਟਸ ਅ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਗੱਲ ਇੱਥੇ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ 'ਚ। ਇਟਸ very interesting and with politics you can make change and help the community. So ਇਹਦੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਬਹੁਤ I'm very passionate about helping the community and making things easier, ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਸੌਖਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਫੈਮਲੀਆਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ and ਆਪਣੇ ਯੂਥ ਵਾਸਤੇ। ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਇੱਕ ਬੇਟੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ 2 ਸਾਲ ਦੀ ਆ। ਮੈਂ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਸੌਖਾ ਹੋਵੇ, ਇੱਥੇ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਵੇ, ਇੱਥੇ ਪੜ੍ਹਾਈ ਕਰੇ, ਇੱਥੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹਦੀ ਪੈਸ਼ਨਸ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਪਰਸਿਊ ਕਰੇ। ਸਰੀ ਇੰਨਾ ਵੱਡਾ ਸਿਟੀ ਹੈਗਾ and ਇੱਥੇ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਮਿਲਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ। So I'm very excited to be running with Tom Gill and the Surrey first team because ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਇਹ ਸਲੇਟ ਇਹ ਟੀਮ ਆਪਣੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਯੂਥ ਨੂੰ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ and help them thrive.
And that was my question, that why you running with the Surrey first team? Why you select the particular team?
Our thoughts, they align. We all share the same ideas of, helping youth, supporting youth. ਅਸੀਂ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਆਪਣੇ youth ਇੱਥੇ survive. ਅਸੀਂ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਇੱਥੇ youth thrive ਹੋਵੇ and ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਮਿਲੇ because ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਛੋਟੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀਗੀ I grew up in Penticton. ਮੈਂ Penticton ਦੀ ਜੰਮਪਾਲਨ, ਉੱਥੇ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀਗਾ but and ਸੋ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪੂਰੇ ਪੈਸ਼ਨਸ ਉਹ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਫੁਲਫਿਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ। ਫॉर ਮੀ though ਮੈਂ ਥੀਏਟਰ 'ਚ ਵੜ ਗਈ ਸੀਗੀ। ਥੀਏਟਰ ਕਰਕੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਆਰਟਸ ਦਾ ਮੇਰਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਅਸਰ ਪਿਆ। ਮੈਂ ਛੋਟੀ ਹੋ ਕੇ 11 ਸਾਲ ਦੀ ਸੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਥੀਏਟਰ 'ਚ ਗਈ ਹਾਂ and I've been in theater all through high school, after high school and ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਤੇ positive effect it made a positive effect for me. So ਮੈਂ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਾਰੇ youth ਜਿਹੜੇ doesn't matter what their passions are, je mere wage arts or sports hove or je technology innovation, doesn't matter. Asi chaਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਸਾਰੀ ਟੀਮ ਅਸੀਂ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਇੱਥੇ ਹੋਵੇ। ਅਸੀਂ world class city ਬਣਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ।
Yeah, true. Surrey is like growing city every day. People are coming in Surrey and we need change, of course. And for Surrey, you are specialized in business, right? Tell us more about that.
I'm the executive director for the Cloverdale Chamber of Commerce. ਮੈਨੂੰ 2 ਸਾਲ ਤੋਂ ਉੱਤੇ ਹੋ ਗਏ with this organization. So we're the voice of small and medium businesses in Cloverdale. So ਅਸੀਂ ਜਿਵੇਂ advocacy ਕਰਦੇ ਆ businesses ਵਾਸਤੇ, ਨਾਲੇ networking opportunities, ਨਾਲੇ support ਵੀ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ because ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਔਖਾ ਹੈ business ਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਨ ਨੂੰ. So we try to support our businesses in Cloverdale and the neighboring communities to Cloverdale to ensure that they get the support they need and ਅਸੀਂ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ to hear have their voice heard because ਜਿਹੜੇ demands needs ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈਗੇ businesses it's different than the other organizations so and Cloverdale is very unique to any other area of Surrey so ਉਹਦੇ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ that you know what our needs are we express them to different levels of government to help them.
And you talked about the business and you want to start new businesses and as you know Surrey has many businesses so if I'm talking about the automotive auto repair so they don't have zoning, they have zoning issue so there are very few plazas where we have the automobile or automotive shops or stores so they have like few parking space and other businesses are disturbed due to that.
Right.
So what are the plans for ਉਹਨਾਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਕਿਹੜੇ plans ਹੈਗੇ?
So first I want to look at all our whole processes for all our businesses. This issue in particular I'd have to investigate a little bit further but I want to ensure that we reduce the red tape so I want to review everything that we're doing and make it easier for our businesses because we know in Surrey and in Canada, small, medium businesses, I mean, they're the backbone of our economy, right? So, you know, there's people depending on them for jobs and, you know, families are depending on them because, you know, that is their main income. So we want to ensure that it's easier for our small businesses here and our medium businesses. So I'm really committed to looking to see and reviewing what the whole processes are and trying to remove that red tape.
So what is your plan to remove that red tape?
I'd have to do a full analysis of everything. So our team is really committed to reviewing the full analysis, working with our staff at the City Hall and ensuring that when small, medium businesses come forward that we're able to guide them through what it is that their needs are and then reducing that red tape as we're moving forward because we need to make things easier.
And how you encourage the businesses because some people are afraid to start their own business because ਕਈ ਵਾਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿ loss ਨਾ ਹੋ ਜਾਏ because they want to small businesses you know they want money they want ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਇਨਵੈਸਟ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ so how you encourage people to start their businesses?
So we're going to have somebody available to help them through the process. So, you know, kind of like a concierge where you can come and speak to somebody and then they'll guide you through everything that you need to do. We want to make sure that in one-on-one, but we're also wanting to commit to doing something online too so that people aren't looking to 5 different sources to get the information that we need and also work with our local chambers of commerce and local BIAs. So business improvement associations because we want them to be able to have the tools to be able to support their members. We have a thriving, such an amazing business community in Surrey in all the different town centers. So we just want to continue that momentum moving forward.
Yeah, and you were talking about the other cities and in Surrey particularly, some plazas are very packed. They are like they have like so many businesses and so many things going on. So you have any plan for them?
Well, as of right now, we'll have to review to see because I know parking's an issue everywhere.
Yes.
And I think a lot of that will fall under our congestion plan. We have $360 million for congestion, and that's including having more roads going east, west, north, and south. That includes more parking, that includes more sidewalks. I mean, it's a really multifaceted, robust plan that it's all about making life easier for people in Surrey. So not just our businesses, but families in general, because we all need to know, we all need to get to our work, we all want to get back home to our families, we don't want to be spending you know, an hour just getting from one side of Surrey to the other. I mean, I don't know how many times I've been stuck on Highway 10 or Fraser Highway, so I understand myself. Okawa to travel within Surrey. So we want to ensure that it's easier to get around Surrey, it's easier to take advantage of the businesses. And, you know, what's part of our congestion plan is also the LRT. You know, we're going to have that going down 104th to King George, and that's going to alleviate the congestion on King George Highway because we're going to remove those buses. People are going to be able to walk to the LRT and get to the business, so you're not relying on cars as much. So if parking is a problem, well, you don't have to worry about it anymore because you can just quickly jump on the LRT, which is only going to be 5 minutes away from about 200,000 people, and get to where you need to go. So there's so many different things we're looking to bring forward.
I know you tell me about the crowd and everything. I know before it was 2-3 hours were rush hour. Now it's every hour is rush hour, so it's really hard to people to get to work and come back home. So you talked about LRT. It's time to take a little bit break, and then we will talk about LRT a little bit and other issues.
Sounds good.
ਸੋ ਹੁਣ ਵੇਲਾ ਹੋ ਚੁੱਕਾ ਇੱਕ ਛੋਟੀ ਜਿਹੀ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਦਾ। ਰਮਿੰਦਰ ਥਾਮਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਜਾਰੀ ਰਹੇਗੀ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਰਹੋ ਸਾਂਝਾ ਟੀਵੀ। Welcome back after a short break. We were talking with Raminder Thomas, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸ ਰਹੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਕੀ ਪਲਾਨਸ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ, ਉਹ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਇਸ਼ੂਜ਼ ਤੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ। So after a break, Raminder, we were talking about LRT and SkyTrain. That's a big issue right now because some people in favor of LRT, some people don't, because they know LRT is only in Surrey, but they want to have SkyTrain because it's easy to go to Vancouver. And what is your plan about it? Like, what is your vision?
So we know in Surrey that 80% of people that use transit right now are traveling within Surrey. They're not, the majority of people are not going to Vancouver. And as somebody who was younger, I used to, the only time I would take transit was to go to Vancouver, but it wasn't every day, right? So we want to move the most people possible within Surrey, and LRT is going to be connecting 3 communities. So we're going to be connecting from Guildford to the city centre to Newton. So that's going to be 200,000 people that are going to be moving within Surrey, and that means those buses that are on that route will be removed. So there's an opportunity to take those buses and reallocate them to other areas within Surrey. And what's so great about LRT is you're not worrying about elevators and escalators. So, you know, I have a young daughter, you know, taking her in a stroller and trying to get on to the SkyTrain. You're looking at escalators or stairs. If the escalator's not working, then you're going to line up at the elevator. So how many people are standing there trying to get on the elevator to use the SkyTrain? It actually takes more time if you think about it. And then we're not opposed to SkyTrain, actually. For Fraser Highway, we want to see what the best case scenario is. We want to see what the ridership is and what TransLink recommends to go down Fraser Highway after having a full analysis done and a business case made. And, you know, we want to get some more funding from the government because that's what we got for our LRT down the L line, which is, you know, $1.65 billion. Like, that's an impressive amount of money that we're going to get invested in our community, and it's about time, right? I've lived in Surrey since 2002, and it's so, and I remember moving here, and you know, having gone to university in Victoria, I relied on the transit system there, never needed a vehicle, but coming into Surrey, it was really difficult to get around on the transit system, so it's about time that we have this investment being made here, and with a population that's, you know, growing at 1,000 people per month and having a population of over 500,000 right now, we're just going to get bigger and bigger than Vancouver. So we really need to take advantage of these opportunities that we're getting and these investments that our provincial and federal government are giving us.
You talked about we have like many people coming in Surrey every month. That's really big number. And we were talking about the LRT. They are going to make on the sidewalks, and what they are planning to do it, because already we don't have that much space. It's already congested, right?
Yeah.
So what is the plan for that? Because people want to know in a simple language, because some people don't know, like, what is your plan exactly?
Yes.
Then what you do about the sidewalks if there is an LRT? So what is you want to say?
The roads are going to be there. The sidewalks are going to remain. The LRT is actually going to be in the middle where the median is. And if you drive down King George Highway, you will see that there's quite a bit of space right down the middle. And so it's actually not going to disturb traffic at all. And like I said before, with the LRT running in the middle, we don't need those buses anymore. So that's going to take those buses off the roads on that line, because unlike SkyTrain, which, you know, it takes about 25 minutes walking from one stop to the other, with LRT, you're talking about 5 to 7 minutes between one stop to the other. So it makes it a lot easier to get around. I mean, and if you're on the LRT, you're on the median and you're going through a light, the lights are going to be connected to the LRT. So you're not worrying about the flow of traffic or anything. Like, it's not going to, nobody's going to be running into the LRT. I know there's some fear mongering out there, but technology has advanced so much with LRT that it's actually going to be a lot safer than even our buses right now. And actually Paul, who is working at TransLink and is on our slate. He's the expert, so you'll be able to ask him about all those wonderful details about LRT.
But you told us a little bit more as well. So middle de vich jaogi, not on the sidewalks, because some people has the idea in their mind that this LRT will be on the sidewalk or something, because we need to explain people that what exactly the theme is, what they want to do with the Surrey. So if we are talking about youth, ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡਾ issue ਹੈਗਾ youth ਦਾ, because youth is a future of our city, our community, our country. So youth ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ focus ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ ਉਹ ਕਰਨਾ ਪੈਣਾ ਹੈਗਾ, because we have kids involved in drugs and gang wars, and we have many deaths due to that. So community is worried about that. And what is your role to save youth?
And the community is worried about it, and so am I as a mother, and so is our whole slate, because youth, youth is so important. We all have children, and we want to ensure that they prosper here in Surrey. So we actually have a multifaceted plan that we're going to start as soon as we get into our roles. We're going to be focusing on intervention and prevention. We do want to hire more police officers, and encourage them to be part of the community. We are going to be offering youth 18 and under free access to civic amenities, so free rec centers, pools, skating rinks, go to the gym, because if youth are busy doing things that they love or engaging with the community and making friendships and connections, they're less likely to be recruited to a negative path, and that's so important. And whatever their passions are, we want to ensure that they're able to pursue them here. So, after school, we know from 3 to 6 is when youth are most vulnerable. So by removing that cost barrier, now there's really nothing stopping the youth to be able to go to their rec centers and, play basketball or lift some weights, or just, connect with whomever is also there.
As we were talking about yesterday, that 3 to 6 is the time where youth can do other things, and you are going to do the rec centers and everything for free. What is the thing that encourage youth to go to rec centers? Because they are involved in gangs and they don't want to go anywhere else. And there should be a motivation to take them to the gym, take them to the pool, take them to the rec centers. There should be something, and what you are going to do with that,
So
because we need encouragement.
Yes, and so we are going to be working with local not-for-profits that specialize with youth and getting them engaged in the community. So we want to ensure that they have the funding that they need to be able to, go into the schools and identify children that are at risk, which, children as young as 10 are starting to be recruited. So we want to get them as early as possible, so that way they are then taken to the right path before that before being approached by some negative influences. And those that have already been recruited, whatnot, we also are going to have a special phone number that parents can call, that if they're unsure of what to do or are worried that their children have already, started in that life, that they can call this number and find out how to move forward, so that parents aren't felt alone or feeling they have no one to turn to, or if they're afraid to call the police because they don't want to have their children get in trouble, this is an alternative number that they can call to get some guidance on how to move forward. So it really is a collaborative plan with multifaceted ideas to approach the situation in various ways, so that way it's not just like a narrow focus. We've got, focusing in the schools, providing prevention programs through there, providing activities for children to play with, encouraging our local police to be more engaged and getting more members on the sidewalks, on the roads.
Are you planning to get the local police?
Local as in local members, as in localized living in Surrey, but as in, do we want a municipal police force or continue with the RCMP? Well, that's up to you, people of Surrey. We are going to have a referendum within 12 to 18 months, and we're going to be asking the people of Surrey what they choose. We're going to present all the facts. We want you to understand what the cost is. We're going to present you all the facts, and we're going to ask you what you want to do after presenting you with what the costs are, what the needs are, and that way you, Surrey, will have all the information you need to make a decision.
We will be right back after a short break. ਇਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਵੇਲਾ ਹੋ ਚੁੱਕਾ ਇੱਕ ਛੋਟੀ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਦਾ, ਵਾਪਸ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਰਵਿੰਦਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ। So welcome back after a short break. We were talking about youth with Raminder, and after this break, Raminder, we were talking about youth, right? And my question was about the police, that people will decide they need local police or RCMP or what they want. So what do you think about if one officer is patrolling around the schools like the other cities does, ਤੇ ਉਹਦਾ ਕੋਈ impact ਪਊਗਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਮੁਤਾਬਿਕ?
So we're open to whatever ideas that come forward, and that is something that is of interest to us, because ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ when police are part of our school system and part of the community, ਫਿਰ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਫਿਰ ਡਰਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ police though, right? And that's really important. They view police to be a part of the community, and they can ask them questions and view them as being safe rather than something to fear from, right? So it's going to be, like I said, a multifaceted approach. There's different things that we can look at, but our whole goal with Surrey First is to ensure that our youth are taken care of. So you can be rest assured that however we move forward, it's all based upon ensuring that our community is safe, that our community feels safe, and our children are taken care of.
True. And you get involved in arts.
Yes.
So your focus is on arts, and what is your plans about it?
So Surrey First is committed to supporting the arts. I mean, as I mentioned before, I was in the arts since I was 11 years old, and I've been in arts ever since, performing on the stage in theater. And I know what positive effect it had on me. So I want to ensure that youth that are encouraged to participate in arts, and that our arts community continues to thrive here and actually grow here. So we've promised a new performing arts center that's going to be in City Center. Yes, it's going to be right downtown. So we're going to be working towards that. We have doubled our grants, so we're going to go up to $1 million to grants to our local arts community here. So giving them an opportunity to try new things, bring more things forward, and really encourage. As we know, any big city, any world-class city has a strong arts community. So we want to get there. And we're also going to have a makerspace so people can have a cost-effective way to showcase their art or be able to do their art. So that's just a few of the things that we're going to be bringing forward. But there's so much more coming, and I'm going to continue to advocate for the arts in Surrey until we are like the arts capital of Canada.
We are waiting for that too. What is your priority between the youth, between arts? What you are going to work on, like very first?
So for me, I'm going to actually it's going to be both arts and youth because I think there's an overlap there. So I want to make sure that our youth are able to participate in
that.
participate in the arts. So by supporting arts, that's going to give them more opportunities to participate. I think that when you become a world-class city, you need to kind of stand for something. So I'm really looking forward to being able to showcase Surrey and in Canada as a place that people are wanting to go. That people in Vancouver are going to be jealous of Surrey, and they're going to be coming out here. That is something I'm really passionate about. Yes.
Yeah, we were listening about the things like Vancouver people don't want to get in Surrey because there's crime and many things going on. So hopefully it will go on, and then Surrey is the biggest and growing like city in the world, we can say, right? But why you? Why people vote you?
Well, why me? I'm passionate. I understand the needs of the community from the family perspective, from the business perspective, and also from the arts perspective. And really, I encourage you to learn more about me, Raminder Thomas, but also Tom Gill, our mayoral candidate, and the whole Surrey First team, because this October 20th, I am asking you to come out and vote and pick Tom and the Surrey First team.
Thank you so much, Raminder, and best of luck for your team and for you. And we will hope that in Surrey there is no crime. There is always like people want to come in Surrey, as you said.
Yes.
Thank you so much, and best of luck.
Thank you. ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਜੀ.
ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਸੀਗੇ ਰਮਿੰਦਰ ਥਾਮਸ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਾਉਂਸਲਰ ਲਈ ਖੜੇ ਹੋਏ ਆ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਵਿਊ ਦੱਸੇ ਆ, ਉਹ ਇਸ਼ੂਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਕੰਟਰੋਲ ਕਰਨਗੇ, ਉਹ ਸਰੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਨੂੰ, ਯੂਥ ਨੂੰ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਕੰਟਰੋਲ ਕਰਨਗੇ, ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ। ਸੋ 20 ਤਰੀਕ ਨੂੰ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਘਰੋਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਆਓ ਤੇ ਵੋਟਾਂ ਕਰੋ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਵੋਟ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਸਭ ਦਾ ਫੰਡਾਮੈਂਟਲ ਰਾਈਟ ਹੈਗਾ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਨਾ ਗਵਾਓ। ਬਿਕੋਜ਼ ਜੇ ਵੋਟ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਸਰਕਾਰਾਂ ਬਣਾ ਵੀ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਢਾਹ ਵੀ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਵੋਟ ਪਾਉਣ ਨਾਲ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਕੋਈ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਜਿੱਤ ਜਾਵੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਿ ਕਾਬਿਲ ਹੋਵੇ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ। ਸੋ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਵੋਟ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਪਾਇਓ। ਜਿਹਨੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾਈ ਉਹ 8 ਵਜੇ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ 8 ਵਜੇ ਤੱਕ 20 ਅਕਤੂਬਰ ਨੂੰ ਸੈਟਰਡੇ ਵਾਲੇ ਦਿਨ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਵੋਟਾਂ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ ਉਹ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਆਓ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਕਾਬਿਲ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਵਧੀਆ ਉਮੀਦਵਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਓ, ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਸਰੀ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਭਵਿੱਖ ਹੈਗਾ ਉਹ ਵਧੀਆ ਬਣ ਸਕੇ। ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਜਾਂ ਯੂਥ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਆ ਉਹ ਜੜ ਤੋਂ ਉਹਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਰੂਟਸ ਹੈਗਾ ਉਹੀ ਮੁੱਕ ਜਾਵੇ। ਸੋ ਇਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਥੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦਿਓ ਇਜਾਜ਼ਤ ਤੇ ਬਨੇ ਰਹੋ ਸਾਂਝਾ ਟੀਵੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ। ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ।